What's up, everyone? All right, another day here, wearing red in the green, up $3,916.99. This is the best week so far since January. It's awesome. I'm up $28,000, almost $29,000 on the week. And just like that, my month has taken a big turn. So, nearly $30,000 in 1 week. I'm up 40, close to $48,000 on the month. And that's fantastic. So I was looking at my metrics, and right now I'm at 78% accuracy on the month, with my average winners being $1,042 and my average losers being about $630. So my profit loss ratio is good. My winners are this big, my losers are this big, and my percentage of success, 78%, is fantastic. So this was really what I needed for the month of March. It's what I was really striving for, to turn things around after in February having poor accuracy, big losers, and being down 10,000 bucks. So a really nice turnaround today, and another green day. So anyways, we'll break down today's trade in today's midday market recap. All right, so this morning we had a watch list. We had OMEX, we had SNGX, and we had EARS. All three of the stocks I traded today were right off the watch list. So OMEX was a huge gapper, gapping up over 100%. And I was not totally sure, that this one was going to work. Let's see. So basically, my approach on it was, since it seems strong, I'm going to try to scalp it out of the gates. The market opened and I jumped in at $12.94. It pops up to a high of $13.75. I threw out an offer at $13.74 to sell half. I didn't get filled, so I sold half at $13.49. I sold the rest at $13.05, $332. Not a big winner, but it didn't hold up, and it was the right move to get out. I then got back in this right here for a break of $11. Back in, let's see, at $10.95, and I sold at $10.91. So I lost 40 bucks. It didn't work out, and I stopped out quickly. It went up to $11.48, but it didn't hold that level, and so I got out. So, good job there, getting out of the way. I didn't want to overstay my welcome on that. And it's just been pretty much fading this morning. So nothing really interesting there. SNGX was the other stock on our watch list this morning, and I said I'd be watching it over 235. But the thing is, I was really so focused on OMEX because that one was like parabolic pre-market, and so I really thought it had the potential to do something kind of crazy, and that's the one I was really, really focused on. And so I said, yeah, guys, I'm watching this over 235. I had my order, SNGX, ready to go. 2,500 shares. I put it at 250, and the bell rings and it pops up to 250. And I was, at that time I was in OMEX, and then I see it and it's at 260, 270, and I was like, oh my God, this thing is running. I'm missing it. Well, maybe I'll take a scalp at the whole dollar. So I jump in it at 297 and $3. It squeezes up to 323, and I'm like, I gotta sell half, because I took 7,500 shares at $3 after it just squeezed up 50 cents. So I sold half. It then goes up a little bit more, and it squeezes into a circuit breaker halt. So now I've added at 357. We get a high of 354. It's halted. It then resumes and squeezes up to 357. And on this one, I was a little bit, I was a little bit aggressive. I was thinking it would maybe tap $4. So I added, it opened, it dipped down. I added at 347 and 338. I had 13,000 shares, and I'm selling half at 360, 364, 365, and 362. So boom, $3,545. Solid trade there on SNGX. Had the little trade on OMEX, and then we had EARS. EARS was on the watch list. I didn't know if it would open up yesterday. It was also on the watch list, but it didn't do anything. But today, all of a sudden, it goes from $1.60 to $1.99, and it's halted. So I'm like, all right, clearly it's strong. It resumes from the halt, and I jump in I tried to get in at 35. I got filled at 35 and at 50. It's then halted at 253. It resumes and hits a high of 307, 308, and I added at 307. I thought it was going to keep going into a second circuit breaker. I thought it was going to be really strong like SNGX, but it was not. So now I have 8,000 shares with an average cost of 261, and when it came back down, I was like, I got to get out, break even. So I sold basically break even. I made $83. But on 8,000 shares, I think that's good risk management. Yes, I had the potential to be a bigger winner. I did give up probably $2,500 of profit, but I'm in a position now where being up as much as I am on the week and on the month, it's okay to take a little bit of risk, because if that had gone to 350, then I would have had 8,000 shares from 261. It would have been a $6,000, $7,000 winner, and that would have been awesome. So right now is a time that I can afford a little bit more risk, but on this one, it just didn't work out. And I'm totally okay to walk away with profit, with $83 profit, then, if that's a bad trade, that to me is okay. It's better than being actually red on the trade. So, $83 profit on it. And so with that, I'm up $3,916.99. It's one of these things this morning on my way in, just kind of getting myself organized, I went out and grabbed a bagel and, juice, stuff like that. And I think it cost, I think it was like $13 or something like that. And, it's just kind of crazy. If I had this money in my pocket, the amount of money I make every day trading, yesterday I made $14,000. If I had that $14,000 in my pocket, like this is what I made working today, $14,000. Today, here's what I made working today, $3,900. The cost of living is like just so small. Yeah, here's $80 for groceries for like the week or 5 days. I mean, it's really crazy the amount of money that you can make when you've really got it dialed in trading. It's really quite something. So, I try to save as much of it as I can. It's the smart thing to do, save it and reinvest it. And by doing that, I've been doing that basically since I started trading. And so, now I've been able to save up quite a bit. 5 years from now, I'll probably have enough in savings where I could just live off the interest. I'd be making as much on the dividends as I would trading full time as a beginner trader, $100,000 a year in dividends, or maybe $200,000. I don't know. We'll see. But that's kind of the dream, because then if you want to keep trading, you keep trading and you're just continuing to grow. It's that compound interest plus, just the exponential growth as you build skill and build confidence. And you get to a point where you've been doing this probably for 10 years and you can keep trading because this is a pretty easy job to sit down for 2 hours and make a couple $1,000. But you also know that you've really got total financial security because you can live off your dividends. So, that's the reason that I don't have a Ferrari parked in the driveway just yet. It's not that I couldn't afford it. It's just that I want to make sure I'm right now doing myself a favor for me in 5 years or me in 10 years, right? So the me in 10 years can time travel back and say, thank you, Ross, for putting that money into savings, because, got carpal tunnel in my wrist and now I can't use the hotkeys as much. And, I'm not as good of a trader at 45 for whatever reason. So thank you for putting that money away and making it so I can live comfortably for a long time. And, that's kind of the goal. I mean, we all think about retirement, I'm sure, to a certain extent. We want to work, but we also want to make sure that we are financially secure. And the reality is only 1% of the people out there in the world have financial independence, have financial security, right? I mean, it's really not common. But those who have been able to master the market and really become experts at this, you're going to be among those who have that confidence and have that independence. So just as a motivator to keep you guys going, even when you have a bad day or a bad month, when you get to the other side, it's really great. And it took me a long time to get here. So anyways, that's about it for me. Have I been playing music? I didn't mean to be playing music if I am. Let's see. I'll double check that, but I'll unplug this, I guess. But anyways, yeah, so, I had this video up. This is Roberto's video from trading in Barcelona. You guys know that he's been traveling to 17 different European cities in 2018. And so he's just finished his trip to Barcelona. And so you guys can check out that video of him on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. All right, so that's about it for me. I hope you guys have a great afternoon, and I will see you back in the chat room first thing tomorrow morning. Reminder, 1 p.m. Eastern today, we are hosting a live webinar, so I would love to have you guys register and attend. That'll be a lot of fun. So that's coming up in about an hour and a half, live webinar, 1 p.m. Eastern. All right, so I'll see you all back here first thing tomorrow morning. If you're still watching, you must have really enjoyed that video. So why not subscribe and get email alerts anytime I upload new content? Remember, when you subscribe, you become a member of the Warrior Trading family.